I didn't like the way you spoke to me in front of my friends tonight. I was embarrassed.
Well, it's your fault. Next time, communicate that you're having guests instead of having them show up unannounced. Your communication is the problem. Fix that first.
I didn't know he was coming. He's a friend who just dropped by to visit, but okay, I acknowledge that. I'll communicate better next time.
Perfect, but you also need to acknowledge that you were wrong.
Speaking to me that way in front of my friends was not okay.
I was just making you understand I was unhappy, and I was completely right to do that.
That's one of your biggest problems. You never acknowledge your mistakes. You always believe you're right about everything, all the time.
Yes, because I am smart, I'm hot, and I'm intelligent.
Oh my God, here we go.
What? It's the truth. I know my worth. I know my value, and I know when I'm right.
Being smart doesn't mean you're never wrong. Being hot doesn't mean you're never wrong. Being intelligent doesn't mean you're never wrong. It just means you're a very confident person who is sometimes wrong and refuses to admit it.
I admit when I'm wrong.
When?
I do it all the time.
Name one time this year you looked me in the eye and said, I was wrong. I'm sorry, I'll wait.
I don't keep a record of every conversation we have.
But you keep a record of every mistake I make. Last Tuesday, the Tuesday before that, the argument from 3 weeks ago, all filed, all ready, but your mistakes mysteriously don't make the records.
Because I don't make that many.
Tonight, in front of my friends, you spoke to me like I was a child. You corrected me, dismissed what I said, and rolled your eyes twice while my friends sat there watching. That happened tonight, less than an hour ago, and you're telling me that wasn't a mistake.
I was expressing myself.
In front of my friends, while I sat there and took it because I didn't want to cause a scene. Because one of us always manages their reaction for the sake of peace, and it's never you.
You're too sensitive.
And there it is, I raise a valid concern, you dismiss it, I point out a pattern, you call it sensitivity. I ask for acknowledgement, you remind me how smart and hot you are. This is the cycle every single time, and I'm exhausted by it.
I'm not going to shrink myself to make you comfortable.
Nobody asked you to shrink, I asked you to say sorry. 2 words, that's not shrinking, that's basic respect.
Respect goes both ways.
Exactly, which is why when I make a mistake, I own it immediately. I just did it 5 minutes ago. I acknowledged it, said I'll do better, and moved on. You've been talking for 10 minutes and still haven't acknowledged one thing.
I just think I handled it the best way I knew how.
And I think the best way could include not embarrassing your husband in front of his friends, regardless of how smart, hot, or intelligent you are.
You really were embarrassed?
Genuinely, yes. My friend Michael didn't say a word the entire drive home because of the energy in that room. That's how uncomfortable it was.
Maybe I could have handled it differently.
Maybe?
Okay, I was wrong. I shouldn't have spoken to you like that in front of your friends. I'm sorry.
Thank you, that's all I needed.
Intelligence without humility is just stubbornness with better vocabulary. The smartest person in a relationship is not the one who is never wrong. It's the one who can say, I was wrong, quickly, without being cornered into it. Because 2 words, I'm sorry, cost nothing. But the damage done while refusing to say them can cost everything. Know your worth, but also know your mistakes. Both things can be true at the same time.